Riverside.
Good morning and welcome back to the Morning Juice. This is your host, Juice Box. Today we have a very special guest from the San Diego Padres organization that we're going to be talking about various thoughts and appeals on his journey, where he has come from and where he is now, and give us various updates of what he's going to be doing this upcoming season. Zach Evans. Very excited to have him. I'm going to bring him in here very shortly. He's here. My good friend, Zach Evans. I work at him at Athletes Lab. He's here today to provide y'all some information. So I really appreciate him being on. Zach Evans. Zach, the people love you. They cheer for you every time they see you. Athletes Lab. All right. All right.
Loud, man. It's loud in here.
Hey, I mean, it seems like you got a hometown crowd around here. Not really hometown, but, you know, are you still in Hickory or something like that?
Yeah, no, we're still around. We're still hanging out here. Got the apartment. With shout out Sal and Alex upstairs
Alex.
making some noise. So
Gotcha. You still staying downstairs on there?
yeah, I got the whole
Nice little spot.
little studio apartment.
It got a little outdoor little door.
Yep, got a little outside for me if I need it. So yeah, it's good.
I
Everything's
need
good.
that. I need that. Zach, I appreciate you being on here. It's lovely to have your presence. Me and Zach met at LR. He was my shortstop for only 1 year, right?
2. It
2
was
years.
my first year was
Oh, I
your
forget that I played.
yeah.
2023 and 2024. I forget it's not one season.
Yep.
So 2023 he got there. Then 2024 it was lovely to have him behind me. He went to Niagara Community College first, which is now SUNY Niagara, that he let me know when we were offline. You started at, where did you say you went to high school?
Lakeshore High School in Angola, New
Lakeshore High
York. Yeah.
Mhm.
So small town, but great
Okay.
school. I loved my time there. But yeah, it was great.
Okay, and were you on varsity all 4 years?
Yeah, so my 8th grade year, actually, when I was in middle school, I got called up to play in the playoffs because, you need to fill an extra spot, and a kid got hurt.
On varsity?
Yeah,
On varsity?
yeah. So I didn't expect to play. It was just like, you call people up for playoffs to fill the roster up. It was one of those things. So I was happy to be there, right? And their shortstop went down like second inning of the first playoff game. So then I played the rest of the playoffs through for like 3 games, and then I was up there 9th grade through 12th when our season got canceled. So yeah.
You heard it here first. I think this is the first 5-year varsity guy in high school. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah.
Because I don't think like you have to be like that.
Yeah,
Like I
it
don't
was
even think that's possible.
yeah, it was we had to go through I had to go through like it was basically a whole series of tests to make sure I was like mature enough to actually be out there, like my body.
Mm.
So I went through a bunch of those and ended up passing it, which was good. But it
How
was
tall were you at the time?
uh God, probably like 5'9", 5'10".
Oof.
Yeah.
Early bloomer.
Yeah.
And how tall are you now?
6'4".
Golly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
got some height on you.
yeah, but I was from 9th grade to 11th in high school. I shot up to like 6'2", 6'3" by my junior year of high school, and I was only like 160 pounds. So it
Nice.
was just didn't really fill my body out yet.
Yeah.
So
Definitely need to eat and stuff, but
yeah,
everybody says that. But maturity is different. Like when you grow that fast, I feel like your metabolism kind of matches. Where you're
hmm
gonna be burning all that fuel that you're using to grow. Because
right,
growing is probably the hardest thing. Like people talk about growing muscle take forever. Well, what do you think height does?
yep,
Your whole life,
right,
your whole first 20 years of living.
yep,
Height. So all that food goes into building that body. So we gotta make sure we're eating right. It's not just see it, eat it. It's making sure that we're getting the right protein. Just like you said, you had this morning, had a protein shake.
yep.
So it's lovely you got that in before our talk. I really appreciate you still getting your work in and fit me in on your professional schedule.
Of course.
So you went to the high school and you started in eighth grade, which is crazy. Went to SUNY Niagara where you played shortstop there for 2 years,
Yep.
and then you went to LR.
Hmm.
And now during the summer, you played for the Asheboro Zookeepers, and then there was a CPL All Star team. You said you did a workout.
Yeah. So they called me. The Padres did. Um, I was driving to the field actually for just like early work before one of our
Don't
games.
text and drive.
Yeah, can't do
And
that.
free, and free.
Yep. Um, Called me, answered that. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna have you for a workout. If you're interested, June 1st, at Wingate University." So it was kind of right there, which was nice. Went there. Workout went well. It was only for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Um, didn't really hear anything from June 1st after the workout until the day I was drafted, July 15th. So that was kind of a surprise.
And
Um,
you're playing the whole time during that for the Zookeepers.
yeah, just playing games. I was like, oh, it's cool. I got to, run through a workout, which was pretty sweet. But then, getting ready to go back to LR and finish out my career there. And
Right.
then got the call July 15th, getting ready to hit BP before a summer ball game. And that was that. So it was a pretty exciting moment I got to share with,
Mhm.
my teammates and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, it was great. McPeak was your coach, which was also a LR member on our 2023 team. Was it
2024. Yep.
2024?
Yep.
So I get my years mixed up.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here to formulate the timeline. But yeah, McPeak was your coach, so he had you written in the lineup and then had to take you out, huh?
Yeah, so I was in the lineup, and Owen Blackledge, also another LR former or still current baseball
Yeah, still
player.
current.
Um,
TCU transfer,
yep, big time.
big time.
Uh, was like, hey man, like, you gonna tell him to scratch your name out of the lineup? Like, you got to be by your phone today. And I was like, nah, man, like I'm gonna play. Like, they told me to be by it, but if it rings, like I can just answer it, or someone in the dugout could answer it if we're playing a
You
game.
had the ringer on.
Had the ringer on, yeah, had the
Okay.
ringer on, which
Okay.
was good. But yeah, then they called and I answered it right before I was hitting BP. Um, and then obviously I got scratched from the lineup. So watched that game through the day, which was nice. And then my girlfriend and I actually the next morning at like 7 a.m. went to bed at like 3 in the morning because got everything ready. Drove to New York, Buffalo, about 10 hours the next day. Stayed for 3 days, 4 days, and then I was off to Arizona to report. So
Mhm. You went to Buffalo to see your family right quick.
yep, for about
That's
3 days, which was nice. It was really cool. Then I was gone. So
yeah. Need to be able to do that before you leave.
yeah,
So right now you're working at the lab with me on Wednesday and Saturdays. You work the hitting groups 5 to 8, and then Saturdays what
eight
day?
8:30 to 12.
8:30 to 12. So you got a little bit of an off season, little work going, but you're still doing your off season work for baseball on your own, which is wonderful. Kind of talk about your routine Monday through Friday. If you hit a weight session every day, if you run every day, mobility and stuff like that. Kind of give me your Monday through Friday and tell me if you get any working on the weekends as well.
Yeah, so I'll go Monday through Friday, pretty much. Sometimes Saturdays. Um, I'm lifting every day. Um, they'll upload. We have this app called Team Builder, and they'll upload the lifts for that day. So
I'm
it
pretty
makes
sure Athletes Lab uses the same app.
mm,
I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's really easy to use. You just log on for that day. Um, has all your lifts there. Shows you how to do it. Little video if you don't know
Do you have
how.
mobility there too, and sprints and all that?
Yeah, everything's
Yes.
uploaded. I'll go. My sprint work is on there, so I'll do like 10-yard bursts one day. Usually on Mondays, with a deceleration of like 5 yards.
Right.
Then I'll go lift. Follow the lift. It's usually a lower lift, so I'll like split squat, deadlift, stuff like that. Um,
Gotcha.
and then they give us a drill package for hitting and fielding, which is nice. So it's kind of personalized for what you need to do. Um, so right now I'm working on deceleration. So being able to stop my body when I need to, like check swings or not over rotating, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's all. pretty much based around that. So I'll
You got
run.
like specific drills that help you with that.
Yeah, so it'll be like a step over drill over the plate to kind of keep your direction and not your front shoulder flying out to hold your direction through the middle of the field. Um, do a thing called the Ricky Henderson drill, which is kind of like a recoil thing, which is helping. You'll swing and then bring the bat back and point it to center field. Kind of helps with your rotational stuff. And then I'll do a drill where I stop the bat halfway at contact. Yep. Yep. That's good right there. Um, Kind of being able to, for the check swings and to stop my body and to not have everything just kind of losing all my power and stability. So I'll run through those either off the tee or flips. BP, machine work some days, stuff like that. And then mobility every Wednesday and Sunday. Sometimes I'll do it Saturday if my body's feeling really tight, but I think mobility is huge, as you know, especially for
Yep.
a pitcher too, like you are.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I do it about every day. I love doing mobility now. It's hard to get better at it. It's easier to get better at weights and hitting and easier stuff like that. But some guys are just not flexible and it's hard to kind of get more flexible, even though they're doing the routine every day and stuff like that. So for a pitcher, it's more hips, it's more thoracic spine, it's more ankle, it's more IT. It's everything really. I can list
mhm.
off everything you need: external rotation, your thing, internal, everything.
Right.
With hitting, is there anything specific you kind of work on, or is it kind of generally the same thing?
Yeah. So they also upload that like a whole routine. But it's all basically specialized for your hips, especially being an infielder. You got to be able to, play under the ball, play low. That all comes from, your hips. Um, so I work on that a lot. Um, just follow what they tell me to do pretty much, but it's all laid out for me, which is nice. So if you don't have good hips, especially as a pitcher and infielder, you're not going to be able to, advance through your career well. So, and my
Right.
hips weren't good for the longest time, and I'm still working on them every day. Um, so you got to be able to have good hips to, be athletic and play low, stuff like that. So,
Need the hips.
yep.
Need the hips. So, what does your kind of hitting look like throughout the week? You do tee and flip work, I see, and maybe some machine work. Are you going to get in some live ABs before you leave, or are you kind of waiting on that
Yeah,
till
I
you get
would
out?
like to. I think they're going to send out a thing, whether how we want us to structure that, if they want us to do it or if they don't. They said like 3 weeks before we have to report, they're going to send out a message of basically if you want to do it, then do it. If you don't, then there's no worries because we're going to build up when we get there. But I would like to for sure if people are around and say you're throwing or somebody else, like um, it wouldn't hurt, I don't think, unless they tell us not to do it. So I would enjoy that too. But yeah, it's just tee every day, flips every day, get your mechanics down, your barrel path down, being really exact and pinpoint with that. Um, BP or machine, not every day. So, I don't want to see the same speed and the same arm action and all that every
Right.
single day because that's not really helping me. Um, Unless if, you're going to use a machine, you go dead red fastballs Monday, Tuesday, and then breakers or sliders, from a different angle or different speeds, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday,
Right.
something like that. So
Right.
I kind of switch it up here and there, but for the most part, it's kind of the same routine Monday through Friday. So
And you get some flips from old juice box, don't you?
yeah, shout out you for the flips. They're right there every time. Show them the form. Show the people. Yep, it's right
Two,
there.
two.
Yep, yep, yep. Tell them to get out of there. Good.
Quick pick. Quick pick.
Yep, and that's it.
Yeah, my guys at work probably got PTSD with me saying that, but I also have PTSD from when I was going to camps and hitting in the cages and stuff like that. When coaches like,
Yep.
quick pick,
You run to the
and
back of the cage to get the balls. Yeah.
clean it.
Yep.
What does that mean? What does clean it mean?
Break everything down. Clean it up. Get it all out of there. Turtle, L screen, everything.
Turtle L screen.
Yeah.
This comes back to that's like full field BP.
Yep.
That's crazy. Just clean it. Just saying clean it
That's it. You
brings it
see.
back to full BP cleanup.
Yep. See people scrambling everywhere. Yeah.
Yep. So we're talking about camps just a second ago. I was talking about quick pick at the camps because we run camps at Athletes Lab. You know, playing sports is more than camp management. It was about trying to get kids to touch sports daily, and they run camps and stuff like that. Have you ever worked at camp at LR?
I did not necessarily a camp. It was a JUCO thing. You remember
Juco
what
Jamboree?
you were? I think you were umpiring one of those, right?
Yeah, not the
Yeah,
same thing.
yeah. So did that, and then I worked parking my first year for it. But at LR, I never really worked like a kids camp or anything like that. But I wanted to actually. I
You
think
wanted to?
those are great for
Yeah,
youth and everything, being able to get out there and not necessarily show talent, but like just to be out there and experience that.
get
And
some reps in, get
yeah,
some guys high level experience, get the information flowing to the
right,
young guys. 'Cause, their ages are from man. It says 7 to 14, but we have guys that are 3 to 5.
yeah,
Then guys that are 14, 15, 16 that just love the game, just want to get those extra reps in and want to
right,
show these little guys how it's done sometimes. Because I was that guy. I was going to camp till 8th grade, and then I was going to high school the next day.
yeah,
Like, what am I doing?
right,
Literally going to the camp where these guys are hosting it, and I'm about to be their teammates.
yeah,
I love camp. They're my favorite, like
yeah.
juice box. But yeah. So did you ever work them during summer ball or anything like that?
Yeah, actually, so Ashboro did a really good job with that. They had kind of an instructional kind of camp thing. Um, I worked two of them actually. There was towards the middle of the year, or beginning to middle. They had them once a week, and they would show up. We'd introduce ourselves. There was players, then all the coaching staff. We'd run through certain drills, stuff like that, and then you make it fun. You'd have like wiffle ball in right field, and then you'd have
Home run derby.
yeah, like a home run derby in left field with the wall right there, like stuff like that. And then
Then you have like an actual game going on the field,
right,
and and
it's
it's a
great,
lovely time, and it's real fun to work, and it's real fun to be a part of. So I feel like that's why I love camps. I wish I could do a camp every day,
right,
but that's not available. So you get about 60 to 100 kids. I feel like at one of those things, it might be like a 1 day or a 3 day thing, and it's just everybody's having a great time. Obviously, the guy that's running it is probably stressed out. Make sure all the kids are happy. You probably have a kid with boo boo here and there.
yep,
But we try to make sure we address that as quick as possible and get them all worked up because we usually do it on a campus that has medical stuff like that, so we're able to get them right.
for sure.
Was JUCO your only option out of high school, or did you kind of? You told me you had you said Iredell County and then SUNY Niagara. Were those the only two out of high school? You say you're a 5 year starter on varsity,
Yeah,
or you made
so
the playoffs, but
it was crazy, man. Like I wasn't that guy in high school that you go and watch on the field and be like, that kid's like gonna be a huge like big time player. Like I I wasn't bad, but like I said earlier, I didn't really fill my body out yet, so I didn't really know how to move right or
right.
do things properly. I was kind of just out there playing raw pretty much. Um, so yeah, I had two offers, both junior college offers out of high school, Erie County and SUNY Niagara, right next to each other, kind of rivals in a way. Um, I ended up choosing SUNY Niagara. I thought it was the better option for me, and it was probably the best decision I made. So,
I mean, shoot, got you on the right start
but yeah,
track.
it's not, I would hear, going through high school was like D1 or bust, right? Like I
Right.
was like, if I don't go D1, then why am I doing this?
I
Like,
went JUCO as well, and then we both
yeah,
went D2.
yeah,
Like
right,
everybody at JUCO was want to go D1 too, but
right. And it was awesome. You learn actually how to play the game, you know,
a
it's,
lot of reps.
yeah, every day, dude. Like, there's no time, there's no hour limit. You're out there.
And if you love it, then you want to have fun. If you don't love it, then you
It's
are
going
not
to be
going to do that.
miserable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally miserable. But if you want to get better at your craft and you look at it as what does Ram say? It's either like you can't do it or do it till you can't get it wrong.
Yep.
It's not do it till you get it right. It's do it till you can't get it wrong.
Right.
Which at JUCO, that's probably everybody's philosophy because, like you said, there's no hour limit.
Yep.
So what drills would you say in your hitting right now, your everyday hitting kind of work for you, and what drills kind of do not work for you?
So I follow the drills that they're giving me. for the deceleration program that I'm on. I think the best one that has helped me was, stop your swing halfway at contact. I think that holds. It makes me feel that I'm in the right spot, right? Like, not only does it help me be able to stop my body the right way, but it helps me see where my barrel path is going. So if I'm slightly behind it or under it, or I'm rolling over, my wrists aren't in the right way. Like, you know what I mean? So
Did you see that?
what?
Did you see the thumbs up and then popped up by your head?
Yeah, you got to keep that in. Um,
Probably definitely gonna see that.
but yeah,
So, do
so
you address stuff while you pause? When you pause, do
mhm.
you sit there and kind of address your body, where your hips are at, and all that, or is it kind of just a feeling of more barrel path in the hands?
Yeah, I actually make sure that my posture is good too. Like, I think a big thing, I don't posture enough in my swing. So, like, if I get peppered with outer half fastballs, right, or sliders or something, and I'm like too straight up,
Mm-hmm.
my hands and my body can't work to get that outside pitch.
Exactly.
So I got to be able to, get that posture. And when I'm doing that drill, everything aligns well. So I know if I'm doing it right or wrong. So I love that drill the most.
Gotcha. Wonderful. Wonderful. We're gonna move into our quick questions right quick. We're
Yeah.
just gonna go right through them, and it's gonna be kind of would you rather's on where you would hit at. I
Deal.
guess we go back through it and do fielding, but we're gonna go hitting first. All
Okay.
right. If you're playing somewhere, would you rather hit home or away,
Home.
on turf or dirt,
Dirt.
be a lefty or a righty?
Ooh. God, I love left handed swings, man. I'd rather be a righty, though. I wouldn't switch it.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't switch
And then we'll go back to that.
it.
And then where did the other one go? Oh, if you had to play another position, what would it be? I know you're playing shortstop at LR and they moved you to third base or something like that, I
Yep.
heard. But
Outfield. Anywhere. Probably
gotcha.
not. Probably not center. Um, maybe not in either that or I'd want to pitch.
Really?
I'd want to be able to throw 98.
98.
Yeah. Or have your stuff. Either
You
or.
probably good. Don't worry about that.
98 or have your stuff. But yeah, I think if you're a lights out pitcher, I think that's the coolest thing ever. You got one day a week, you go shove for 6.5, 7 innings, and then you get to watch your team and then do it again the next week.
Yep. And all you're doing is just fighting for your hitters. And I
Yep.
love it. And I think people kind of mistake ball games sometimes. Like the pitcher should be like mad. Like I'm throwing a shutout, go hit for me. Like that's probably what the other pitcher is thinking. Probably.
Right.
You know what I'm doing? I'm like, ooh, we're back in the hit. Let's go,
Right.
boys.
Yeah.
We're back in the hit.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go hit. When I get that last guy out, let's go hit. We're
As
excited. We're not give me runs.
yeah.
I'm pitching. Go give me runs. No,
You were
no, let's
great with
go.
that stuff, man.
I
That
got this
was
kid.
right. You were the best with that stuff, and it wasn't like in your mind you were saying, "Let's go hit."
You got a phone call?
Yeah, it's gone now. Are we back?
That's what it says.
Okay. Did we
Uh,
lose everything? We did not lose everything.
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no. Can you imagine? All right, we're gonna move into some regular questions. How often do you wash your towels?
I try to do it once a week.
Once a week.
But normally,
Try to.
yeah,
Try to.
normally it's probably like once every two.
Yeah.
So
Not once a month.
no, no, I'm not a.
Can't. It gets all mildewy. It gets all
Yeah,
stinky.
the
And
smell it's you can't do that.
you know what I got is four of the same towel.
Yeah.
So I wash like if I'm like thinking one's bad, like right before a shower, I'll go throw it in my laundry and then go get a new one. So then I just put that one on the bottom
Hmm.
and it's just like every single time, it's
Yep.
just like
Rotates. That's good
we
stuff.
made it. You know what I'm
That's good
saying?
stuff.
Come on, big stuff. What would your premium laundry setup be? Because I feel like what I have right now is not bad, Mr. Darren. Don't listen and be mad, but I don't like reaching down.
Yeah.
into and I gotta and like my laundry basket is high, so it's I gotta pick it up, and then like it's right next to it, so it's not like turn.
Right.
I'm picking it up, and then I'm having to like,
Let's scoop it down. Yep.
yeah, I gotta like scoop it down, throw it in every time, and then I'm like, bro, and then you put it all in there, and then you can't really put a detergent in there. You
Right.
can't pour it in there.
Yep.
You gotta like put it in a specific slot, which is like, bro, I don't even know if that's actually going in there.
Right.
It's coming out, smell good, but like, I like when it's actually on the clothes.
Yeah.
I like when it's actually on the clothes.
Right. Just
That's
let it all get in there. Yep.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I put it in that little cap.
Yep.
Put, ooh, put it in a little cap and then drizzle the thing on there like some pizza sauce.
Yeah.
Put some ranch on pizza. I don't like ranch on pizza, but I see people do it.
Right.
All on there.
Um.
Fabric softener.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it all, don't you?
Well, you know Cass be treating me right.
I know
Go
that.
ahead.
But yeah, my ideal setup actually would be at my parents' house in New York. They have washer and dryer next to each other, right? But it's not,
Right.
the door that opens in the
On the
front of
front,
it. It's on the top.
top.
So, you're just taking it. Yep. And that's it. And
Is
then,
there a little thing in the middle though?
yeah. No,
Oh,
there's no thing. There's
no
no
thing
thing
in
in
the
the
middle. You
middle.
know what I'm
No,
talking
it
about
just
though, right?
goes. It just goes. Yeah. It's good.
It's a big. It's basically another laundry
It
basket.
is. Yep. That's all it is. Yeah. Dryer, same way. It's just in there.
Yeah.
No middle thing. You just put it
Oh,
all in there. It's good.
okay. I was talking to someone. So you like the dryer like that? You like the
Hmm.
dryer on top?
Yeah.
So someone was telling me they would rather go from top to front,
Okay.
so they don't have to reach in. So they don't have to reach in.
And it's just right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just right there, which makes sense. Which makes sense, but I don't know. But do you still like the top to
I
top?
do like the top because, I mean, the reaching in when you think about it, it's kind of, it's kind of a problem sometimes.
Yeah,
But
I'd rather reach in.
yeah, I think I'd rather reach in too.
Make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dump. It's dump. Dump. Reach. Reach. I'm
Right.
not
That's
really
it.
tripping.
If it's
I'm
the
not really
same on
tripping.
both sides, I can get past that.
Yeah, I'm not really tripping. And I gotta bend my back. And I'm doing this whole rotation phase exercise.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the athlete's lab.
It all ties together.
Golly. All right. When you rinse off your dishes, do you put them right in the dishwasher or do you put them in the sink?
When I rinse them off,
Do you rinse them off?
I do. I have to because the
Right after
dishwasher. You know what? The dishwasher isn't a washer; it's a sanitizer. So,
That's what I think.
yeah, it's someone said that the other day, and that stuck with me. I was like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
I used to when I was younger, I would just take the plate and put it in there. I'd be like, why do we have a dishwasher if it's not going to wash? My
Right.
parents were like, you got to rinse it off. I was like,
Yeah,
that makes no sense. But now
makes sense.
I realize rinse, put it in there.
So you never used to rinse.
No, when I was younger, man, I would eat, bang, put it in there.
Like you have ketchup on the plate, it's
Yeah,
right in there.
because I thought it's a dishwasher, right? So it's gonna wash it. So what's the point of rinsing it off, right? Yeah, my parents used to get real mad. Yeah.
Like I understand it's like kind of the same thing as like cleaning before the clean lady come.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dog, she's not sanitizing. She cleaned it off.
Yeah.
So but my mom. So I also had the same argument with my mom. She was saying that just to make sure, like, she knows where everything goes. Like,
Yeah.
like if there's just a blanket on the floor, she don't know where it goes.
Right.
But then every time when the clean lady comes, she has some new idea for my stuff in my room.
Yeah.
I don't complain.
Right.
I like it being mixed up.
Just switch it up.
And I'm not. And we weren't always fortunate to have a cleaning lady. This was just like the last 2 years I was in the house. Like
Right.
this was just like a new thing. She was cleaning my room. Whatever. I'm a minimalist. I got nothing on my thing.
Right.
I got nothing in my room. You got all these hats and little banners behind you.
Yeah.
I got one thing and a poster that someone made and I took it from them.
Yeah.
So it's just funny, man. It's just funny. So back to the dishwasher. I'm getting off track.
Yeah.
I like discussing. Back to the dishwasher. Now you put it right in the dishwasher, or do you put it in the sink? Do you have two sink? You have a 2-piece sink?
Yeah, we do actually. So sometimes if the dishwasher's full, right, you can't fit
Mhm.
anything else, you'll rinse, and then right side for
Right
the
side.
rinse, and then you'll put it in the left, closest to the
Okay.
dishwasher, right? So the rinsed off ones will be on the left because the dishwasher's closest to that left side, right?
Okay, so you think about it from a dishwasher standpoint.
Yeah. So I'm trying to go less area. less area
Okay.
space, right?
You're looking to travel. Okay, so I look at it from the garbage disposal and the plane side.
I like that.
Because not all the food can fit in that one side when you're rinsing.
Yeah,
So you rinse on the side that has a disposal.
right.
I feel like that was a no brainer.
Yep,
And then you rinse it off, and then you just put it in the side that's can't accept anything down the
yep,
drain.
yep.
So is that how you're set up?
Yeah,
Like the garbage disposal on the right?
it's kind of crazy. Our garbage disposal's on the right side, but the switch for it is on the left.
Mm,
It's not on the same side. So right side garbage disposal. So we're rinsing that, like you just said.
mm-hmm.
Flick that on
Got
if you need
it.
to. Put them in
Right.
the left side.
Okay. And is there lights on that switch too, or is
Yep.
it just the garbage disposal? Okay.
Garbage disposal
And
and then lights.
you had to figure that out when you first moved in, which one was which.
Yep. Had to test them out,
Okay.
but yep.
No label.
No label. No label. Trial and error.
Yeah. Hate to see it.
Yep.
Hate to see it. All right, back on a more sports basis. Only a few more minutes. We've actually checked off every box. We're on this last one. Bryce is gonna cut that part out. It's like, no big deal. I just like give my guests a little bit of a time frame, so
Yep.
I'm not taking all their time. I'm not
So,
taking all their time.
hey, I'll see you at the lab.
We'll finish it up there.
Yeah.
What are your goals for this upcoming season? You're in our organization. You're going back right to Arizona. What are your goals for this season? Where are you going to be assigned?
Yeah.
Do you know any of that information yet?
I don't know where I'm going to be assigned yet. All I know is I have to report to our spring training complex in Arizona for like a month or so. So it's basically like a big tryout to see where you're going to go. Unless they already have a set plan for you on where you're going to go, but we don't know that. So my goal is obviously for this season is to just, make it as high as possible wherever that is, whether it's low A, high A,
Double,
wherever.
triple.
Yeah, wherever it
Early.
is, like keep working up the ladder basically from where I start to where I finish.
Go see Buck in AAA.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny enough, I don't know if we can disclose this information, but there's he got moved to somewhere which could be in our benefit, not to a different team, just levels. So the coaches, I think, they're not in a set spot all the time. So if they need extra help down in low A, right, they'll send some other guys there. If they need extra help in double A, they'll send a low A coach up there, like stuff like that. So it bounces around a little bit. But yeah, I would love to be with Buck for a season. That'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm. Buck's pretty cool. I like him. He definitely knows what he's talking about. He's been around it for a long time.
Yeah, great guy.
So anything kind of statistic wise are you trying to improve at or anything for this upcoming season?
Yeah, obviously limit errors in the field. I think that's everyone's goal. And then, start hitting the ball out of the yard consistently. Especially, I'm 6'4", 215 pounds now. Yeah. Like I gotta start consistently, driving balls in gaps and hitting balls out of the yard. So that's kind of my statistical standpoint. While also keeping my strikeout numbers down. So I think if I can do both of those, I'll be in a good spot.
That's wonderful, man. Well, Zach, I appreciate you being on. It was wonderful talking to you. I had a wonderful time. And I'll see you at Athlete Side, right?
Of
See you
course.
Monday.
Yeah.
All right, well, Zach, I appreciate you joining me and taking your time out today. It's a little earlier than you expected, but I appreciate you coming in, getting a quick little session on thoughts, appeals, and intellect in the daily game of baseball. I hope you good luck on your journey. I wish you good luck on your journey. I hope to see you in the big leagues. I will be watching and we will support you. We will be support you from the Play in Short Show.
I appreciate that. Thanks for having me on. It was awesome.
Powered by Riverside.
Bye, Zach.
Bye. I'll see you later.